Hello, hello. In case you forgot, you are God, everything is God. Your thoughts create your reality, and desire is magnetic, and science proves it. For those who don't know me, my name is Grant. I am a quantum healer, a certified hypnotherapist, and I just passed the bar, so I am a doula for this dying empire. So I'm here today to talk about this mind-blowing, mind-expanding 1988 study by French scientist René Peoc'h. In this study, which confirms that spirituality is real, our thoughts create reality, and our desires are magnetic, there was a robot and there were some baby chicks. When baby chicks hatch, they imprint on the first thing they see that moves, and they follow it around as if it is their mother. In this experiment, instead of hatching in front of their mother, the baby chicks hatch in front of a randomized robot that moves 50% of the time to the left, 50% of the time to the right. So in the control, the robot just moves around this little arena completely randomly. And you'll see that in this first graph. Then, this is where it gets crazy. They hatch the baby chicks in front of this robot, they imprint on it, they then remove the chicks to a cage on the side of the arena where the robot is, and because of their desire to be connected with their mother, the robot gravitates towards them, proving with statistical significance that desire is magnetic. Things are not random. Our thoughts, desires, feelings, perceptions create the reality, matrix illusions around us. And what's also crazy about this study is they repeated it like 80 times with 15 chicks per group. Over 70% of the time, the robot just gravitates straight towards them. Again, statistically significant. P-score under 0.01. In science, this tells us, yeah, no, this is not random. There's some sort of cause and effect relationship here. And when we take into account the reality that matter is made of energy, energy is just light, light is just consciousness, the entire universe is just one interconnected web of consciousness, we can see what's happening here. Okay? The chicks desire to be reconnected with their mother. They perceive the robot as their mother. Boom, it starts acting like their mother. And just a little Easter egg note here. The literal etymology of the word matrix is mother, by the way. So the universe is just birthing us infinitely and providing for us, allowing us to create whatever we desire. And while this study is amazing and cool as fuck on its own merits, I want to take it two different directions. One, manifestation in your everyday life, and two, just situating this in the point we are at in humanity's evolution. So first, with manifestation. The mind of a baby chick, clearly very powerful, clearly very psychic, clearly God can shape reality. Having said that, their minds are not navigating the troubles and treasures of words as spells in the way that human minds are. So what do I mean by this? The chicks have a desire, that frequency, that energy is broadcast out into the world responds. Very simple, very straightforward, statistically significant. Here's why it's trickier sometimes for us as humans. We tell narratives, we tell stories, we think in words. Our words are spells. And we've been programmed, and oftentimes we fall into these loops of writing roadblocks barriers and delays into the manifestation of our desires. Really common example I hear all the time. I'm trying to work out more. I'm trying to eat healthier. Right? Like, it's really hard to find clients. It's really hard to make money. I could never have that much money. If you are God and your thoughts create reality, literally, why would you say that? Why would you say that? The baby chicks are not sitting there in that cage thinking, man, it sucks I'm in this cage. I hate being in this cage. Man, it sucks I don't have a real mom and I just have a stupid robot mom. No, they're not even on that wavelength. They're not even engaging with those kinds of energies. They are stuck in the cage. They believe that their mom will come to them, and boom, it does. The things that determine whether a manifestation comes true are one, your belief, and two, your desire. So you've got the desire, but do you also have the belief that it can happen? The chicks don't care about, oh, it's a robot and oh, they're stuck in it. No, they believe their mother will come to their aid, and it does. It's very simple. So, all that to say, with our human examples of manifestation, if you're trying to go to the gym more, for example, to me, that sounds like you are going to the gym more. Why write the roadblock into the narrative instead of just standing 10 toes down and I'm going to the gym more? I'm evolving my relationship with my body. I'm lifting heavier and more than I could before. I'm getting better form every day, right? Or, maybe you went to the gym 3 times last month and you hadn't been going before. Like, hello, that's awesome. Now you have a regular workout routine, even if you perceive it to be not enough or you're just trying or like whatever. Like, shift your perspective and what you create in your reality shifts as well. The other thing I wanted to share about this, Meow says hello. I'm assuming you can see him. Yeah, you definitely can. Our current situation in humanity's evolution. We are here for the great unveiling. What is the great unveiling? The veil is the illusion of separation between the ego and source, God, creator. The unveiling, which is the great unveiling, is literally the etymology, the meaning of apocalypse. It doesn't mean end of the world. It doesn't mean mass death and destruction, all the fear-based narratives that we were told. It literally means the great unveiling. It means the remembrance of the fact that we are God, everything is God, we are all God creator beings, we are all one. Our souls chose to incarnate in this very specific moment in time in Earth and humanity's evolution to facilitate and embody the great unveiling. How do I know this is happening? Look around. But seriously though, like, I can explain this from so different many perspectives. One, I just graduated from what my Palestinian comrade described as the rotting heart of the dying empire, Harvard Law School. And the TLDR is we are witnessing the death of a 200 plus year old slavery system, genocide system. That's what it is. It's very transparent when you are like in it and experiencing its death throes, its desperation as it tries to survive what is inevitable. All things are death and rebirth. And astrology also confirms this. Neptune, planet of the collective subconscious and imagination, just returned to where it was the day before the US Civil War started. It has not been in that sign, in that position of Aries since then. But it doesn't stop there, because guess who else is also at the 0 degree of Aries in the past few and in the coming months? 0 degree of Aries being the very first degree of the entire zodiac, the creator degree of the zodiac, the most powerful degree of the zodiac, the literal brand new beginning of the zodiac. Guess who else is hanging out right there at 0 degrees of Aries in the next few months with Neptune? Saturn, planet of time, karma, systems, institution, learning hard lessons, making things real. We have the Delulu planet, the imagination, the unconscious planet, Neptune, and the Saturn, get her done, make it real planet together at the 0 degree of Aries. Astrologer Pam Gregory has spoken on this many times. This has not happened since like 4,300 BC. It has been more than 6,000 years since we have had the opportunity to create this brand new start for the Earth's consciousness and evolution. Not only do we have the dream, we have the capacity to make it real. The day before the Civil War started, we didn't have Saturn right there supporting Neptune in a conjunction to make the end of slavery real. Now we do, which is incredibly powerful. Like, that is literally what our souls came here to do. So when things get dark, when things get scary, just remember, the brighter the light gets, the darker the shadows get. Our souls came here to witness and embody the end of that old system of fear-based oppression and the veil, the programmed forgetting that we are God, and facilitate the birth of the new earth, Earth's ascension into 5D, wherein we all remember that we are all God, we are all one, and life is way more fun. We don't have to continue to create slavery systems, and everybody's free. Like, tap into that. Also, Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, also associated with the death of empires, furthest planet away, takes the longest amount of time to go around the sun because it's the furthest away, 248 years. At the end of 2024, just returned to where it was in 1776. The US Revolution is now experiencing its Pluto return. And here's this graph from this paper that documents the ages of Western empires. And guess what? Almost all of them ended within like 10, 15 years of their Pluto return. I don't make this stuff up. I just see what's happening and present it to the world, right? And as a side note, the only Western empire that survived its first Pluto return is the Roman Empire. But guess what? The Roman Empire died on its second Pluto return. And yes, that is why white supremacists are obsessed with the Roman Empire, is because they want to create a white supremacist empire that survives its first Pluto return. Guess what? That's not happening, baby girl, because it is the great unveiling, and slavery systems are not compatible with the new earth. So, sorry, bestie, it's written in the stars. The expiration date already happened. And now we are witnessing, creating, and celebrating the new earth. In the same way that it behooves us to not write in roadblocks and delays and challenges in our own personal lives with our narratives, the same is true for all of humanity. Do not buy into the fear propaganda of the dying system that says that you're dying with it. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's just a war on consciousness. We came here to choose to experience a war on consciousness, and guess what? Consciousness always wins. You can't eliminate consciousness because it's all that exists. Everything is just energy. Everything is just consciousness. So, thanks for listening to this yap. Feel free to drop a like, comment, subscription if this resonated with you, so you can help my work reach more souls on this collective group project that is the Great Unveiling. And if you have any interest in really working through those subconscious blockages and dramatically shifting your narratives with your own manifestations in your personal life, I just launched a brand new 8-week quantum transformational hypnotherapy program that is truly a deep dive into your own personal metamorphosis, healing, alchemizing, and leaving behind those past narratives that don't serve you and are based in self limiting, fear based beliefs, and instead embodying and wiring into your subconscious your new empowered programs and realities that allow you to play the role your soul came here to play as we build the new earth. I'll drop a link in the description. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. It's a crazy, beautiful, exciting time to be alive. Enjoy it. Goodbye.